Hello boys and girls, my name is White Rhino PSO, and today we are continuing Morrowind. So, in the last video, we were able to convince Tenusia Veloth that she did actually have the Corpus disease by quoting scripture until she decided to leave town. Then we began yet another pilgrimage, this time to travel the length of Vardenfell Island from the temple way down here, all the way up to here, in complete silence. That meant not being able to talk to anybody that could help us fast travel. Thankfully, I remembered that I had set up a mark and recall point at the Ghost Gate Temple, which, as you can see, is roughly the halfway point. Right now, the target we're looking for should be right over the top of this island, and we're going to continue abusing levitation to get us over there. As slow as it might be. And after I trigger this again, I think I'm going to pull out the spear on the off chance that there is some sort of terrible beastie that is going to try and stop us from completing this pilgrimage. Alright. I have a feeling that if I go in there and talk to the person, it's going to, if there is a person in there, it's going to invalidate this quest. So, the Sanctus Shrine. Your journal has been updated. You have made the pilgrimage. Your vow of silence is lifted. Now, what's to say that I hadn't just left Vivec City for a while and then come back and said, oh yeah, I visited it. You know, like, nobody around here saw me actually touch this triple triad, or whatever the hell it's called. Is there anybody... Lirala's Shack.
Is there something you need?
Greetings, I am Lirala Sendas, the caretaker of the Sanctus Shrine. Yes, this is the Sanctus Shrine. This is the very shack Tholar Sariani lived in when he wrote his sermons. I am merely the caretaker. Nice. Alright. So, I kind of like that the temple quests for Vivec do seem to be connected slightly. Sariani is the name of the person who wrote the sermons that we quoted to, what the hell was the name? Tenusia Veloth, to convince her that yes, she actually was diseased. Wait a minute, Voss? Mizzou left? Isn't there another quest I'm supposed to be doing up here? I think it was the Fighters Guild. Bal Maligmer Land Deed. Gateway Ghost, that's broken. I still got Compassion. Silent Pilgrimage. Oh, because I haven't actually gone back to turn that in yet. The Varethi Gang. Oh no, they're in Pelagiat. I must have... Oh, excuse me. I must have already did this quest. Sargon. Where the hell it... Oh, Sargon near Maar Gan. Alright, it looks like the quest... Oh, shit. Alright, so... I'm actually very close to the Urshulaku camp. So, I could stop by there, and that would at least let me dump off the Shadow Shield, one of my Corpus Weepings, and the House Dagoth Cup. Yeah, it's been quite a while since I did anything related to the main quest, so maybe I should go do that. I am a little nervous that making some of these jumps is going to send me into an area that will get me killed. Oh, shit. We have another, Oh, wait, no, that's... Oh, I thought that was Vass for a second. I think for the moment, I'm going to start avoiding any shrines and dungeons. There's a flame atronak over there. Any shrines and dungeons that I'm not explicitly sent to. Because we've gotten very far into this series, and I would rather not potentially break any of the faction quests before I get to them. Now, I did do a little bit of research so far as the Tribunal Temple in relation to the main quest of the game. And it appears that at some point, which I believe is coming up fairly soon, there will be a point where the Tribunal Temple begins to hate me because I am being... basically because I'm following along with the whole Nerevarine prophecy thing, which, as you could probably guess, goes against the whole Almzivi Tribunal Temple concept. There are a lot of good people in the temple, but it's still based on a faith that is centered around the power of three beings who stole their divinity and potentially did so by betraying the leader of their people, which is, you know, Indoril Nerevar himself. Now, there is a way to get the temple to like me again. So, pretty much, this is still a primarily blind playthrough. I'm not sure if you'd say it, call it blind per se, because there is a lot of stuff that I remember from back when I played it as a kid. But, damn it, a lot of what I'm going through is stuff that is unfamiliar enough to me that I would consider this a blind playthrough. Am I in the... Alright, Valenvarian. This is a Dunmer stronghold that we had to visit at some point? Or maybe we didn't have to visit and I just did because I wanted to. I had a feeling that was going to hurt, and this probably will too. But yeah, so basically with all that rambling, I did look into how to make the temple like me again, just because I don't want to ruin this every faction playthrough that I'm on. Alright, I'm getting very close now. So, we're going to do more story-related things, and then potentially have to take a quick visit to a man in power who might convince his followers to relax a little in their hatred of me. Friggin' Shulks. Those guys have a very powerful electrical attack. I had a feeling he was going to see me. The beetles have a very powerful electric attack. And I remember not being a big fan of them in the past. But they seem to be a lot easier than I remember. Then again, most of this game seems to be a lot easier than I remember. Alright, so now we are back at the Urshalaku camp. I gotta remember which of these damn houses I'm supposed to go into. The wise woman... Oh no, it's not the wise woman. I have to talk to... the Ashcan. He's the one that sent me on that mission to collect things from a 6th house shrine to prove that I've actually been there. Have you brought me the 3 tokens of the warrior's test? I can speak to you further of the 3rd trial. Oh, if you have brought me. Alright. I am impressed. These 3 tokens you have brought me. You may keep them. Great. I was hoping to get some, you know, some more inventory space. You have passed the warrior's test, and I will give you the secret of the 3rd trial. In caverns dark Azura's eyes sees, and makes to shine the moon and star. This is the third vision, and you must go to the Cavern of the Incarnate, a place sacred to Azura, and look for the moon and star. The secret of the Cavern of the Incarnate is set in a riddle. Great. The eye of the needle lies in the teeth of the wind. The mouth of the cave lies in the skin of the pearl. The dream is the door, and the star is the key. Please tell me you're going to explain that to me. This riddle is wisdom's test. Take counsel of the wisdom of the tribes, and you shall find the way. Seek the Cavern of the Incarnate, gain the moon and star, and bring it to Nibani Mesa. Take with you my blessing, and the blessing of our tribe, Malapu Ataman's belt. Alright. The eye of the needle lies in the teeth of the wind. The mouth of the cave lies in the skin of the pearl. Great. So what is this belt you just gave me? Restore health and fortify agility. Not super useful. 2 health for 30 seconds is just 60 health. Where's my cauterization? 20 points for 2 seconds. You know... This actually heals for more, but over a much longer period of time. Whereas the cauterization one heals me for slightly less, but over the course of 2 seconds. So that's I think, more helpful when it comes to
say, Outlander?
Mid-combat healing. Alright. Please tell me someone here in town has some hints on... Teeth of the Wind. You bear Malapu Ataman's belt. I will share what I know. I know no place of that name, but there is a place called Iron's Teeth in the Valley of the Wind. These 2 rock spires mark the entrance to the Valley of the Wind, and they bear the name of the seer, Iran, one blessed by Azura. Iron's Teeth are 2 stone spikes at the mouth of Valley of the Wind. The Valley of the Wind runs south from the sea in the northeast of Vardenfell, east of Dwemer Bethuand, east of Daedric Zergonipal. Jesus. We stay away from the valley, the winds howl, and the spirits are always awake. Daraleth Ancestral Tomb is in this valley. It is foolish to disturb the spirits in their resting place. I'm actually going to take a second to write down some of these ridiculous names. Alright, C... Northeast, Dwemer, Bethuand, east of that, east of Daedric, Zergonipal, Daraleth? Tomb is in there. All right. Do you have... Oh, here we go. Skin of the Pearl. You bear Malapu Ataman's belt. This is important. Just a moment. You mentioned the needle in the Valley of the Wind. I recall at the top of that tall spire is not white, but much lighter than other rocks nearby. The head of the Valley of the Wind sits right under the needle. It is a good, safe campground sheltered from wind with only one approach. That whitish rock at the top of the needle, that might be the pearl you're looking for. Alright, so white rock at the top of spire. Alright, what was the third? Skin of the Pearl, Teeth of the Wind, Teeth of the Wind, Valley of the Wind. Eye of the Needle. This token of our tribe, Malapu Ataman's belt, is proof of Sulmatul's blessing. Let me think. Perhaps you mean the needle. It is a tall rock column in the Valley of the Wind. I have slipped beneath it once or twice. The Valley of the Wind is a valley on the northeast slopes of Red Mountain. The entrance to the valley is marked by Iron's Teeth, 2 tall rock spires. Northeast of Red Mountain. Alright, Did I talk to you about Valley? I did not yet. Valley of the Wind. There are two valleys side by side on the northeast slopes of Red Mountain. The westmost valley is called Dry Camp Valley. The camps have no water, but they are sheltered from the wind. Dunahi's Caverns are also there. Alright, so I'm pretty sure I've visited Dunahi Caverns before. The Valley of the Wind is the easternmost valley. It runs long and straight south between Iron's Teeth and climbs towards Red Mountain. The mouths of these valleys are to the east along the coast. Past Bethuend, Dwemer Ruin, and just past Zergonapal, a Daedric ruin, turn south. Fallon Serrano, Ghost Gate. Oh, great. So apparently at some point I flew over the entrance to Dagoth itself. Ooh, Zergonapal. So it's east of Zergonapal. Nice. I was actually planning on heading east anyway because I wanted to try and mess with the Ahimusa camp. There's what sounded like a escort quest there that would have been involved with the Mages Guild quest to get Skink in a Tree's Shade to be able to talk to the wise woman of one of the Ashlander tribes. Maar Gan. So there's... Sargon is near Maar Gan, so I could head south to Maar Gan and then northeast to Zergonapal in the hopes of finding that stuff. Now, sadly, I still have a shit ton of weight on me, which is not going to be very helpful. And because there aren't too many places nearby to fast travel to or from, I'm not going to try and mark and recall my way back home. Even then, using either of those would just get me to Ghost Gate. Or... does Maar Gan have a temple? Or I could put a mark here. You know what? I'll head south, maybe drop a mark in Maar Gan, assuming that they don't have some sort of a fast travel system. And if then I could Almzivi myself to somewhere that can take me back to Balmora to dump off some of this shit.
Yes, Outlander.
Yes, Outlander. What do you want?
I want to head for the lovely town of Maar Gan. You're not a white guar, are you? Nope, because you're attacking me. Give me your delicious hides. You know, every time I try to draw down on one of these cliff racers, it ends up with them moving away. Damn it. See what I mean? Alright, he's down. Am I still heading? Yeah, vaguely the right direction. That was weird. I'm pretty sure that's the sound that the pig cops make in Duke Nukem 3D when they're, maybe when they first see you. Oh, we get another rat. Is that a skull? That's kind of messed up. That's kind of messed up, but that's awesome. Hopefully this Foyada path. Hello, sir. You're an Ash slave, which means you have touch magic. Oh, no, you have ranged magic. Come on. There we go. He had some delicious ash salts. So yeah, the further into the main quest you get, or maybe just the higher your level gets, the higher chance that you're going to meet ash-related enemies when you're out adventuring. Why does it feel like I'm having so much more trouble hitting enemies now? I say as I one-shot a Kagudi. That looks like an Alet over there. Some more Kagudi hide. Down to 7 arrows. Well, 7 normal arrows. And I'm kind of sick of levitating. So, I think I'm going to travel around this mountain, at least a little. Yeah, I think I might have to... Yeah. You know, I'm surprised he didn't see me yet. Now he has. The other one hasn't seen me yet. So, I guess I am going to have to do a little bit more levitating to help me get to the town of Maar Gan. I feel like I've been in this general... Yeah, there's Shishi. I think I remember seeing that, but deciding not to go in. And then Bethung Thumbs. Christ, these names. Alright. Another cliff racer on the ground. I'm gonna follow the mountain range just a bit. There's a Kagudi over there. Kagudi over there. Nice. Alright, thankfully, he gave me one of my arrows back. And... I am going to have to sort of keep traveling this way as it is. Nothing on the diseased cliff racer. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to go over this mountain as well. Come on, come on. No? Alright. Yeah, there are a lot of cliff racers once you get into the mountainous areas. Thankfully, I have a weapon that's good enough to... I was wondering why he was just sitting there for a second. Alright, nothing out of him either. Alright. I think I'm going to end up going up this one as well. Surprised I didn't have to levitate this one. Hey! This one actually gave me plumes this time. And I think now we're starting to see the first indications of the beautiful town of Maar Gan. And I think I also pissed off that Alet. Yeah, he is having some trouble actually navigating his way to see me. Well, to fight me. But that's fine. Alright, so now why the hell am I in Maar Gan again? I believe it was the Velothi... No, not the Velothi gang. Varethi gang. Nerer Benaran. He is hiding in the Cavern of Sargon. Ask around Maar Gan because Outlaw Refuge is on an island and well hidden. Oh, on an island? I feel like I've already been to Maar Gan and asked about them, and they said it was straight north.
I'm waiting.
Hello. You don't have any information that I'm looking for, but you have topics of Dagoth Ur in the 6th house, so I'm gonna walk away from you.
Go ahead.
Alright, my pleasure, Climbs and Hides. His name is Kind, alright? Kind Erushara. What can I do for you? Is this your first time in Maar Gan? Oh, hell no, it's not. Sargon. Why would you want to go there? Well, it's your business. Well, no, I want to know where it is. Maybe 100 septims will butter you up. Can't think of why you'd want to go to that place. I'm not sure where it is, but check with Bugdarash Gragashel or Nolino Tidis. They both know the land around here well. Check for them at the outpost or maybe at the trade house. Alright? So, Bugdarash and Noleno. So, where is the trade house? Oh, the outpost is right in front of us. I am looking for a female orc. You can tell because of the GRA part of her name. Are you, unless you're a Nelos?
Yes, sir.
No. That's locked, but ooh, you sell things. Maybe I can... Oh no, just persuasion and training. Go ahead, you've already made it to Maar Gan. Now what? Why would you want to go to Sargon? Blah, blah, blah. Alright. What about this side? You're Ald's Barrow. You're in Maar Gan, Outlander. If you have a specific place in mind, maybe I can tell you where it is. Or maybe you can buy some things off me. Damn it, I've had a hammer on me all this time. I didn't realize that. I'm gonna sell you some stuff. And then I'm gonna buy... Oh, that's a lot of silver arrows. Steel bolts. I don't think anything else you've got is better than what I have. Ah, shit. I'm selling 2 axes. If I take one back... There we go. That is not as bad. You know what? Refused. There we go.
Yes, sir.
Alright, I didn't really cut too much weight off me because I bought a bunch of armorer's hammers. Which, thankfully, I did work through quite a few of them. I forgot to work through... Well, actually, no, that might have unstacked itself. What else do you do? Well, I don't know why I clicked repair when I just repaired all of my things right in front of you.
Speak, traveler.
Arvoso... Where the hell is this person, then? Oh.
I suppose you're looking for a tavern. I'm sure I can't help you.
You're pleasant as hell. So you're in Noleno. For some reason I thought that was a male Dunmer name, so I didn't even bother coming in to talk to you. This is Maar Gan, stranger. Are you looking for someone in particular? You could say that. I'm looking for... Sargon. It's almost due north of here, but you'll need a way to get across the sea. God damn it. It's on an island, and it's a long walk with a long swim after it. You know where Voss is? Ugh. Well, it's a bit southwest of there. Like I said, it's a long way to go. I suppose you could travel west from Dagon Fell, but it's a long trip from there as well. God damn it. So, being either here or here, I was very close to Sargon. That sucks. I should have set up a mark point for a mark and recall thing back at the Ursulaku camp. Then I definitely could have Almzivi interventioned my way back to Maar Gan. Alright. So I think that might... Zerganapal. It's east of Zerganapal. So it's like here-ish. Alright, how do I want to do this? I think what I'm going to do now, we're just about out of time for this video. I think what I'm going to do is off camera, I'm going to head back to the Ursulaku camp and drop a mark spell. Actually, hold on. Let me go outside and visually confirm. I went too far. Visually confirm that there is actually a temple here in town. Oh, that friggin' Aelith is still after me. Alright, we do have a shrine here. Guard Tower 1. Alright, I'm fairly sure... You know, I'm going to save my game. Just... That is tempting to reload that save just so I don't have to run all the way back. Save my game here. Almzivi. Shit. Okay, Almzivi intervention took me all the way back to Aldrune. There is a Siltstrider port in Maar Gan. Alright, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the video here. I'm going to return to Balmora to dump off a bunch of this stuff, maybe hit up the vendors and basically cut my weight down as much as I can. And then I'm going to Strider my way back to Maar Gan, and then I'm going to run back to the Ursulaku camp to set a mark and recall point, and to also try and find and take out the bad guys up in Sargon. But all of that is going to be done off camera, so we should pick things back up back in the Ursulaku camp. So anyway, as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.